From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the news at 10, live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, Yobe State government imposes dusk to dawn curfew across the state, applauds citizens for their cooperation with security agents. Military troops retake 5 towns in Borno from militants as it continues its offensive in Chad and Niger Republic border areas. Group of southern elders demand national conference to resolve nation's major challenges. And more than 60 people die in multiple blasts in Iraq. On business news, Africa loses at least $50 billion annually to illicit fund flows.
And on sports news, 7 participating primary schools hit Lagos as Channels Television holds press conference to herald the National Kids Cup competition.
We start off with a dusk to dawn curfew, which has now been declared in Yobe State following the declaration of a state of emergency in 3 northeastern states, including Adamawa and Borno 6 days ago. The curfew is from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily, and that's according to the special advisor to the Yobe State Governor on Media and Information, Abdullahi Bego. The statement issued said the adjustment of the curfew followed a meeting the governor had with heads of law enforcement agencies in the state. While asking the public not to relent in prayers for peace, the statement urges the people to continue to support and cooperate with security agents to ensure lasting peace in the state. And just as attempts to contain the security crisis intensify, gunmen have killed the police inspector today in Mashegu local government area, and that's in Niger State. The gunmen, who were on a motorbike, opened fire on a police patrol team, killing the inspector and taking away his rifle. Confirming the incident to Channels Television in Minna, the State Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Richard Oguche, admitted that the gunmen took the patrol team by surprise, which resulted in the death of the inspector who led the night patrol team. Although Mr. Oguche refused to reveal the name of the dead inspector, he, however, said that the command has arrested 50 suspects in connection with the incident. Now, while all that goes on, more reactions have continued to trail the President's declaration of a state of emergency in some northern states. The former Chief of General Staff, Lieutenant General Oladipo Dia, and the former Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Akin Adur, said the decision is well thought out. Both men spoke at a meeting of southern elders in Lagos, southwest Nigeria.
The state of emergency is very, very okay. From my own point of view, the options are there. Our president is our president. He has all the facts, he has all the intelligence report, he has everything at his disposal to take a decision. The decision he has taken now is an option. Whether that option is right or wrong will be the result. But from what we have read on the pages of newspaper, from what we have seen on the television, I believe that it is a good option that he has taken, and I believe so far so good.
And I think government has been very maybe considerate, thinking that appeals would do the needful and bring people to reason and consider the consequences of their actions. But it hasn't looked like that was going to be the case. So I fully...
You think it's the best option?
Very, very much the best option, the best, a very good decision taking after so much of patient and maybe patriotic consideration by the president. no nation can really survive in this situation that we have found ourselves.
In the meantime, the military says it has continued its offensive against fleeing militants in the Chad and Niger Republic border areas. Advancing troops told reporters that a few shallow graves have been discovered in the process and that there's a strong indication that those hurriedly buried are militants killed in the military air raids. The Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Chris Olukolade, said today that the Special Forces have recaptured 5 major Borno towns, including New Marte, Hauseri, Krenoa, Wulgo and Chokongolalo from the terrorists. The troops are said to be interacting with locals and citizens, giving them the assurance of their safety and freedom from the activities of insurgents. In Maiduguri, about 120 terrorists have been arrested while they were attending the funeral of one of their slain commandos, killed by the Special Forces the previous day. Now, many are concerned about the way the military carries on its business, and such people include the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Mr. Mike Omeri, who says there's a need to encourage effective civil-military relations as the military continues its operations in the Northeast Zone. Mr. Omeri told participants at this year's Civil-Military Relations Forum in Abuja, held at the Defense Headquarters, that people need to support the military to make it easier for them to do their job.
Over time, we have always seen the military as them and us. Nigerians should begin to look at the military as our military, our armed forces.
We do apologize for the trouble that we're having there. Well, President Goodluck Jonathan has been challenged to conduct a national conference by January 2014, and that's coming from the Southern Nigeria People's Assembly, who gathered in Lagos today. The meeting of the leaders from Nigeria's south came to an agreement that a major solution to the challenges of the country is a forum where everyone can have a say. Our correspondent Sheung Okimbaloe now reports.
It is a gathering to discuss issues of national concern. Royalties, retired military officers and politicians are here, all from the southern region of the country. They say it is the third of its kind. Southern Nigerian People's Assembly, they call it, and here the concern is mutual.
This conference is about the well-being of Nigerians, and also to ensure that the South, we have a common mouth and we speak with one voice.
As the discussions in the plenary and the opening of the conference kicked off, the challenges confronting the nation, they agree, are enormous. But before going any further, one thing is considered a must. On that, the leader from the South, Chief Edwin Clark, gives the president an ultimatum.
We must respect one another. We must have a dialogue, a national dialogue, or a national conference where we discuss the basis of our existence in this country. And that has to be done. We must appeal to the government, federal government, Mr. President. That has to be done before January 2014.
Much anxiety has been expressed over the 2015 presidential election, although still far. Some of the elders in this room have specifics for where the next president must emerge from come 2015.
This country has been independent for about 51 years. Out of the 51 years, the North has supplied leadership for 38 and a half years. Doesn't it make sense that the North stays out, gives peace a chance, and allow the South to catch up? So 2015, 2019, and even further.
The need to dialogue may be rife, and the mindset of proponents in this all may be unified, but also there is a need to put the interest of the nation first, especially at a critical time as this. Sheung Okim.